And welcome back, everybody, to a very chicken-oriented episode of the podcast. Because we're going to be talking about Rooster, I'm Jay Black, joined as always by the luminescent Rhea Hughes and the dim Angelo Cataldi. And if you don't have YouTube right now, you're lucky because you got to see Angelo look like one of those clowns that you fill up with water at the circus there. Okay, so Steve Carell has a brand new show out. It's got huge producers behind it with Bill Lawrence, who's basically the king of streaming right now. It premiered on March 6th. And I guess the first thing we should do is talk about the show, just in general. And then we could talk about the topic at hand. Rhea, just overview, what did you think of Rooster starring Steve Carell?
So here's what's funny. Before you guys told me you wanted to talk about it, I had a friend of mine shoot me a text and say, "Hey, I just watched this show Rooster on HBO and I really liked it." And I said, "All right, I'll check it out." I found it incredibly charming. Now, just to let you know, I'm a big Steve Carell fan. Little Miss Sunshine, Dan in Real Life are two of my favorite movies. I was not an Office fan, so I tried to watch it, didn't like it. So my impression of Steve Carell has not come from The Office. It comes from movies he's in. This is his perfect character. It's the awkward, kind of bumbling, 40-year-old virgin. I found the movie very charming. I liked the side characters, his daughter. I'm not going to give anything away, but the scene with her husband, where they're having trouble and she spots the book, I knew there was trouble and I was rooting for it immensely. So I'm looking forward to episode 2. I guess this is dropping weekly.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
HBO.
I want to get to Angelo's thoughts on it, but real fast, Rhea, what'd you think of shirtless Steve Carell? I was impressed. Guy looked good.
He looks good. The school president looks good for older men.
Yeah.
They didn't look too big, without their shirts on. So there's hope for you older men.
I will read the minds of anyone else who watched the first episode of Rooster. When Steve Carell appeared with no shirt on, I had one thought.
Yes.
The hair grew back. The iconic scene where they waxed his chest, it grew back. Frankly, the show itself, nothing wrong with it. I'm going to keep watching it. It's good.
Yeah.
He's right. It's charming. He's very good in that kind of a role. That's his wheelhouse. But it's not great. I don't see it becoming great. I don't think, other than way back, like 50 years ago, I don't remember any show set in a college that was like lights out fantastic. It's not that funny. It's funny. Its characters are charming and nice and comfortable, but to me, it's just another example of Steve Carell not making the most of what he has to offer.
Yeah.
I just see him underperforming since The Office.
He hasn't had a hit, right, Angelo? I mean, I can't think of. I mean,
Foxcatcher, he was nominated for Foxcatcher.
Foxcatcher was good. He got nominated. The Patient, it was a whole series where he was basically chained to a bed. The Morning Show, which really has never hit me. The Four Seasons sucked. He was in. That was awful. It was a remake.
Found Space Force was terrible. I don't like Space Force at all.
How about Date Night? I have a friend who absolutely loves Date Night with
that's pretty
good.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
Rhea, that's the thing. That's his role. That's kind of the awkward guy that's trying to, get together with the girl. There's no reason you would leave the best project you were ever in before it was over to go on to a B career. He's a B. He's not.
I disagree.
I know. No, Rhea,
I disagree.
It's not a good reason. He's an artist.
Angelo, he couldn't do all of those other. He's the voice for Despicable, which has 4 things now.
He's probably making more money with that.
Yeah,
he's worth
that's
like
probably
$100 million.
But is money that important, Rhea?
Yes.
Well, I was kind of trying to think, Angelo, you had a good question. Are there other people like this?
Yeah.
And the first one that jumped to my head was David Caruso.
Yeah.
Who came out of a cannon shot those first 2 seasons of NYPD Blue. I mean, this guy was like maybe the first bright red-headed guy to ever
Yes.
become a major sex symbol and
Yep.
star. And
Yeah.
everybody was like, this guy's going places. He leaves NYPD Blue after 2 seasons, goes on to make 2 crappy movies, and then he's stuck. I mean, he made a ton of money doing CSI Miami, but it's kind of like the ghetto of TV where this guy was pegged to be a huge star, never did anything as good. Rhea, you got a choice for this.
I have one who actually went on, left a major, massive franchise, and became one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. It hit me when we were talking about it. George Clooney. I think a lot of people
Oh,
forget
wow.
Yeah.
that he was on ER. I mean, he was, in the first, couple seasons of ER. And I think people probably thought he was crazy to leave that franchise, which I forget what did that go on? 10, 15 seasons?
I think it
That's,
was, yeah, 16, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so
And
glad you said that because I can name a whole bunch of people who bailed on their first big series and you never heard from again,
yeah,
starting with David Caruso,
yeah.
right? But the first one I can ever think of is Suzanne Summers, Three's Company,
Oh,
right?
Oh,
yes.
yeah, it's a
She
great
was
choice.
huge. Whatever, she never had
No.
anything that approached that. Shelley Long.
Yep.
Why
Yeah.
did she have to leave Cheers? Granted, they found a good replacement for her, but she never matched that again, not even close. And even right now, I'll give you one right now from Suits. Well, there's two from Suits. Meghan Markle, but she went on to other situations. Patrick J. Adams was so good in Suits.
Yeah.
Where is he now?
No.
Why did he leave? When you leave, Rhea, more times than not, you end up regretting it because you never find another project as good as the one you are already in.
Only
That's
leave if you have a great project that's
Yeah.
worth a lot of money.
Well, there she go. Rhea, you're coming across here as superficial.
Learned it from the very best. And just as Jay understands this,
Like,
I have a
Bruce.
kid who's going to college in a year and a half. So
Oh, man.
money
Yeah.
is very, very foremost in my mind at all times.
Oh my God, I don't even want to talk about it, Rhea. I'm looking at my bills coming up next year, and we might have to do up this to 700 podcasts a week so I can make up the difference.
Just real quick, Ange, because you and I have joked
Yeah.
about like Clark wants to go to Penn. There was a front page story in Philly.com. The tuition next year at Penn for everything, room, board, all that stuff, $94,000 a year.
Gee, oh, my goodness.
I got to
Rhea,
go jump out of a window.
do some more stuff for money, Rhea. I didn't know it was that hot. You should.
All right. Speaking of superficial for money, Angelo, I want to talk to you about this couple, Jonathan Towns and Anna Towns, that was on The Amazing Race, which I think most of us would consider a top-end reality show. It's not like
I
a
love it.
garbage reality show. And they are currently suing ABC, Paramount, the producers. They're suing everybody involved because they're saying that they made Jonathan Town look so bad in the editing that it has damaged his life, and they're suing for defamation. Now, I have been the victim of bad editing on a reality show when I went on to Last Comic Standing, and they edited my audition to make it look like I was a fool, Angelo, and you know I'm not a fool.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
you're not. You should have
Yeah.
won that thing. You're awesome.
So I want to ask you, do they have a point, or should they
No.
have been eyes wide open going in? You're going on a reality show. They're going to change what you look like on a reality show.
I love The Amazing Race. I never miss it. And I usually watch it with my wife, Gail. And we have a running joke going because she has told me many times that I would be the worst contestant they ever had on The Amazing Race because I'm impatient. I have no sense of direction. I get lost. I lose my temper. I act like a jackass, right? We were watching the season that you're referencing, last season. And I said to her by the 4th episode that Jonathan Towns is the one guy that is coming across worse than I ever would. Now, here's why I know he's wrong, all right? Because in the course of the time he was on the show, which was most of the show, he constantly did it. He didn't do it 1 or 2 times and they kept repeating it. He was miserable toward his wife the whole time. In fact, Gail said to me, "There's no way their marriage is going to survive this. No way,"
Yeah.
because he was so obnoxious in it. No, there's no editing. If there were tender moments, there was other stuff that were left out. That doesn't take away from the fact that he was abusive toward her. He was miserable. He just sucked the life right out of the show. He was
Yeah.
a villain. And I'm sorry, but it doesn't matter anyway. This lawsuit's going nowhere. We're on last comic standing. You know what I'm talking about. You signed so much paperwork
Yeah.
that you do all but give away your first your first child.
Actually, Angelo, I
they can
did.
do whatever they want.
My
They can
first
do
child
whatever
is
they
current.
want with it, Jay.
My first.
This guy is totally. He's just looking for attention. He should shut up. He came across terrible because he was terrible.
Rhea, is this just another example of a man not remembering how terrible he was over the course of a vacation and going, I wasn't that bad?
I think some people don't honestly look at themselves in the mirror ever. I think like we all kind of know. I know what my failings are. Jay, I'm sure you do. Angelo doesn't care what his failings are. It's worked really well for him his entire life. But no, I'm kidding. I did a reality show. I did an episode of Trading Places
Right.
with my next door neighbor, Mary, my best friend, 20 something years ago. And what I loved about it was I had a great producer. So you're supposed to work all night long. It's 2 days. You renovate an entire room in the next person's house. My producer was so awesome. He goes, look, it's my birthday. We got a crew of 15. We're going to fake it for the camera right here. And
Ah,
then we're going across the street to the bar and we're going to get loaded. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what we did. This was pre Clark. I didn't have a kid then. And I was like, this is so much fun. Mary, on the other hand, had the producer who was like, no, we're working till 3 o'clock in the morning. So,
Right.
it's all what the producers want you to see, but they never portrayed us differently. Now, that wasn't the dynamic, obviously, but Trading Places, I watched plenty of them where you were like, oh, that guy's a total jerk. That
Yeah.
woman, whatever. So if that guy was portrayed that way, he had that about him.
Yeah. And going in, it's reality TV. I knew
Yeah.
going in there was a chance it could happen, and it did. And what was I going to
Yeah.
do about it? You just go, okay, that stinks, but whatever. All right. Rhea, I am currently in the great state of Florida, which you were
Yes.
in just last week. I'm
Unlike
going to go.
Angelo, I love Florida, but he hates it.
hate
Yeah,
it.
I'm going to go see Phillies practice tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. And as I'm driving around, I'm doing a tour of the entire state. I was in Tallahassee. I'm in Tampa today. I was in Sarasota yesterday. And I was thinking about all the great television shows that are based in Florida. You got Miami Vice. You got Key Largo, one of my favorite movies. You got Bad Monkey, which just came out. And then I was thinking about famous locations that have a bunch of great shows and movies in them. And Rhea, I want to hear from you first. Give me your location and some of the shows from it.
Well, I was very happy when you sent us the email. You said we're gonna take out the top ones. We're taking out New York,
Yeah.
Chicago, London, LA. And I go, fantastic, because you left Philadelphia in it. Because there are some absolutely amazing, you've got the movie Philadelphia with Tom Hanks. Angelo's favorite sitcom, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Love it.
Sixth Sense, Rocky, Blowout from a long time ago, Trading Places, Hack, which I think most people don't remember. Hack
I
was a
remember
great
it.
TV show for two
Yes.
Great show.
seasons. David, I
David
can't remember.
Morse.
David Morse. There's been a tremendous amount of shows, movies and TV shows. I mean, The Witness, it's just 30th Street, but 30th Street is a huge part of that movie. So for me, Philadelphia has the difference in Philadelphia. We were driving by the street. There's a street in Sixth Sense. I drove by the other day and I went, that's the street from Sixth Sense. And I haven't seen the movie in like over 10 years. So
Wow,
that's great.
my choice is Philadelphia.
All right, great. Philly, what is your choice, Angelo
right.
Cataldi?
Let me just say, I'm glad I didn't take the more conventional route. Rhea just hit that out of the park. That's absolutely a great one. I'm just going to mention one of my favorite movies of all time. And one of the reasons that it is because of its setting, because it's so charming and beautiful. And the movie is called Local Hero. And the setting is Penn, in Scotland. And it's a
Oh,
tiny little village on the water. And this is one of the most beautiful places the world has ever seen. And it's absolutely extraordinary to watch it because I've watched this movie 5 or 6 times just because I want to go back to Pennon again. That's how
Yes.
beautiful this place is. I'll tell you how iconic it became. It was filmed in 1980. So before, in fact, mid 70s actually,
Okay.
and it was before cell phones. So some of the action actually takes place in this beautiful red phone booth right
Mm.
near the water, and the phone booth became such a big deal that it was eventually removed when cell phones came in, and there was a huge outcry. Bring back we want the original back
Oh,
where it
nice.
was. It's not a movie prop. It's a part of who we are. And I could tell you, Pennon, the beautiful views of the ocean, the shoreline, this just amazing village. I can't tell you, it's so breathtaking. You won't even care if you like the movie, which I happen to
right.
like a lot. It's one of the very last roles of Burt Lancaster,
Oh,
and
I
and
Wow.
love Burt
it's
Lancaster.
it's so. If you want to see a great movie, just go see Local Hero and see this little place. Rhea's right to be out there focusing on Europe. A lot of great stuff happened out there. And if I ever go anywhere near Scotland, I will go to Pennon to see it for myself.
And I
uh,
tell you all the time when I do the British shows that
Yep.
the location where they film it in, whether it's Ireland, Scotland,
Yes.
Wales, the location is as big a cast member as anybody else in the show.
And they incorporate it so
Yes, they do.
beautifully. It's
Yeah.
great. You're 100% right. Pennon, Local Hero, check it out.
my choice is on the West Coast. It is San Francisco. It was the
Oh,
first thing
yes.
that popped into my head. I love San Francisco. I've been there a bunch of times. It was from the streets of San Francisco to something as silly as Full House to Monk to
Monk, I love
Mythbusters
Monk.
was there. Oh yeah, Man on the Inside, which is
Mrs.
on Netflix.
Doubtfire.
Mrs.
Mm.
Doubtfire was there. I mean, my Star Trek Academy is there. Not that you guys Starfleet Academy, but it's just got that just and all the Dirty Harry movies, of course.
Yeah.
Zodiac, which is a great movie. Just all of it is it's a cinematic city that's close enough to LA that everything films there. And I just anytime the hills of San Francisco show up, I get excited. So that is
Jay, it's
my
one of my
choice.
favorite cities in the world. First time I went there, I was 21, and I decided, Angelo, I was a producer at WIP. I said, I'm going to move here. And I got a brochure and I saw how expensive it was. And I said, well, I guess I'll just visit.
I first visited there when I was 21, and I went to a place called the Stinking Rose, which was a restaurant that put garlic in everything. And
Oh,
I
I
hate garlic.
love garlic. Love it.
Hate it.
The only thing that I love more than garlic is reasonably priced high-end jewelry that we
yes.
get from our good friends at Steven Singer. Angelo Cataldi, tell me about Steven
All right.
Singer.
Let me set the scene. Right. You're on Walnut and you're driving down toward 8th Street. And on your right, you will see the other corner of 8th and Walnut, Steven Singer Jewelers. Now, when people come to Philadelphia, they come to see Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell and all the great sites. This is as great a spot as any of them because so many people have bonded their relationships with the rings and the other great stuff that he offers you right there at Steven Singer Jewelers. And nobody understands this more than Rhea Hughes now that she has a ladies' man son who constantly, Rhea, you got something else to show us here? Because every
I
week
do. I
there's
always have
something
something.
great. There's
I
something
always like
great.
to. And listen, if you're going to Independence Hall or that, they're like 2 minutes from Steven Singer.
There
So
you
you can
go.
sightsee and go to Steven Singer. Check this out.
Oh,
This is the blue
oh,
diamond necklace. How beautiful is that?
nice.
I love that. I just spotted that. Blue is my favorite color. So when I see something blue, this is gorgeous. But you go in there, they will take phenomenal care of you, and not just at the other corner of Walnut. They are also now at Newtown, Pennsylvania, right next to the Capitol Grill, where you can go get a great steak and buy some beautiful jewelry. And both places You will absolutely be taken care of amazingly. We know this. Angela and I have been going to Steven Singer both almost 30 years, so we know it very well.
He's great, and that is a beautiful item. And I think you can even order it online if you just go to
Yes.
IHateStevenSinger.com. You cannot do better. Other corner of 8th and Walnut, Steven Singer Jewelers.
Wonderful. Thank you, guys. And now, my favorite part of the podcast, probably everybody's favorite part of the podcast, when Rhea Hughes gives us British Corner. What do you got for us this week, Rhea?
So I like to branch out every once in a while because the dubbing is so much better now. It's not ridiculous. Like Angelo, you and I saw Glass Dome
Yeah.
maybe a year ago, which was a phenomenal Norwegian movie. This one is a Polish movie. It's called In for a Murder, In for a Murder. So, like I said, after about 10 or 15 minutes, you don't even notice it. That's how good it is now. So it's this suburban housewife. She's mom of two kids, like they're around maybe 12 and 10. She's married to a complete jerk that you want to punch in the face every time he opens up his mouth. She's a stay-at-home mom, but she apparently worked in a veterinarian's office, and he just expects her to take care of the house while he earns his very nice living. Also, a beautiful location. Wherever this village is in Poland, it's absolutely beautiful. But she's taking the dog for a walk one night and stumbles upon the body of a dead young woman who is wearing the necklace of Magda is the main, and by the way, Magda, who's the main character, she's the reason to watch this. It's not great. I will just say it's good. It was a good watch. She's the reason to watch it. But this dead woman, young woman, is wearing the necklace of Magda's best friend who had disappeared 15 years before.
Wow.
So of course she wants to investigate. She goes to her childhood friend who grew up next to is a detective, complete bumbling idiot. So it's a very quirky mystery, but Magda is the reason to watch it. But I will just say they're doing a lot of good stuff. Not that we don't know, but we didn't know about it because it was never dubbed properly. But don't be afraid to watch Polish shows, Norwegian shows, because the dubbing is so good now. After 10 to 15 minutes, you won't even notice it.
It's
If the
true.
story is good, it doesn't matter. This is In for a Murder. It's good. It's not great. It's entertaining. I liked it.
Where is it, Rhea? BritBox?
I'm sorry, it's on Netflix.
Netflix. Okay. In
Yep.
for Murder. Sounds good.
Yep.
Like it.
That sounds like
I
a
like the premise.
Hitchcock. Was it M for Murder was a
Yeah.
Hitchcock thing, right?
Yeah, one of the reviews said it was trying to be like Knives Out in Poland, and it
Right.
didn't quite hit the mark. And I think they're kind of right on that.
Oh, that's a
Right.
good way to put it. All
And
right,
I should
Angela.
also point out, I'm going to point out too that the necklace that she was found with in for murder is not the necklace we just showed with Steven Singer Jewelers. They
No,
are different necklaces. It was not a blue diamond.
they are untainted from Steven Singer Jewelers.
All right, I got two. I told you I'm really on a hot streak right now, and I just want to get these two out so you check them out. It's only a couple of episodes in because it's HBO, and HBO Max only gives you one a week. But
Yeah.
DTF St. Louis is terrific. I'm telling you right now, it's a really good watch. Jason Bateman has never been better. He's kind of a bad guy. He's right now he's in trouble, but he's brilliant. He's just and David Harbour, haven't seen him in much. He
Yeah.
is just
Angelo, he was in Stranger Things, like the biggest star in
okay.
Stranger Things.
Well,
Right.
I wouldn't watch that slop, but I could tell you that he's great in this. He's really amazing in this. And all I can tell you is I only got one complaint. It's only two episodes in, so I can't give you a real sense for it. My only complaint is I can't binge it. And I want it's so good, you get to the end of episode, you go, oh, I got to wait another week. It kills you on that. But DTF St. Louis, HBO Max, excellent. And I finally caught up with a movie I've been waiting to see for a long time. I did not get it on Hulu, although it is available there with that subscription. I paid for it, $5.99, because I wanted to see if it was possible for Brendan Fraser to be as good in Rental Family as he was in The Whale. And he is not as good. He is much better.
Oh,
He
wow.
is much better. He got nominated for The Whale. I learned a lot about awards shows by watching Rental Family. In The Whale, he's this big fat guy who can't get up from his chair, and I could relate. And
Yeah.
I was really, but here's the thing, right? it's kind of a over the top, and he's playing a really out there character. In Rental Family, he's just a nice guy. He's a
Yeah.
nice guy who moved to Tokyo and is an actor looking for jobs. And he gets this job where now he's acting as if he's a member of somebody's family, and he's so understated. You love him. He is brilliant in this. I saw DiCaprio. I saw, Michael B. Jordan. I saw the guys that got nominated. No, this is the best performance of the year in
Wow.
Rental Family. And nobody gave him any credit because he didn't chew the scenery. He didn't go purple. He just played it with a certain grace and a likableness that is harder to do. Jay,
I would agree.
That's harder, right?
It's easy to choose scenery. It's hard to be interesting without doing that.
Yes. It's terrific. You will love it. I don't know anyone who has seen it who hasn't loved it. Rental Family, available free on Hulu, $5.99 if you rent it.
Angelo, I got to tell you, I have not seen DTF St. Louis, but I have seen pictures of Linda Cardellini from DTF St. Louis, and my
She's
God,
one of the best underrated actresses ever.
Yeah, you're right, Rhea. And she's spectacular in this. Oh,
yeah, she looks spectacular as well. Holy mackerel!
Yes.
All right. So my thoughts on Rooster is: listen, I'm down here for a tour, but we're also going to spring training. It's like, all right, it's a baseball player hitting 268. It's fine. It's serviceable. If you like the setting, and I do like the setting of college, especially like a New England college. I love Wonder Boys. I read the book Straight Man, which was set in that same area. So if you like sort of satire of that world, you will enjoy it. There's nothing offensive or bad about this. It just isn't going to knock your socks off. And that's okay. There are some shows that can just aspire to be a fun half hour. If this were an hour, Angelo, I would be giving it a much worse rating. At a half hour, it's great. You're in, you're out, you have a good time. Just enjoy it. B minus 260 batting average. It's okay. It's okay.
You're under that is a perfect review. That's what it is. It's good. Now, the thing is, when you only get one episode, it might really hook you down the way. It might get better, but right now it's just solid, good stuff. Another safe choice by Steve Carell, but to me, he's not making the most of what he can do because he's great.
Yeah. Better than Space Force, I'll tell you that. Angela, what did we talk about this week?
Well, if you would like to check out Rooster, you can go to HBO Max. If you want to see what he was better in, Steve Carell, go to The Office. That's available on Peacock. The Amazing Race. If you want to see this guy, Jonathan Towns, and how big a horse's ass he was, it's remarkable. That is available on both Paramount Plus and Hulu. Local Hero, I told you want to see a beautiful setting in Scotland. I want to see Scotland. Anyway, Local Heroes on the Roku channel. I didn't check out Rhea. See where Hacks is? Because that's one that really shows our city. Rhea's also recommending Infomurder, which is on Netflix right now. And I am really very high on DTF St. Louis on HBO Max and Rental Family available on Hulu and on demand for $5.99. And Rhea, Hacks.
You know what the problem is? It keeps going to Hacks.
Hey,
I have to put in Philadelphia. Let me put in Philadelphia.
It's really a good show.
It's available to stream on Netflix.
Netflix. Perfect. Yeah. Check it out. David Morse. He lives in my area. And he's a very famous neighbor and a great actor.
And that man right there is Angelo Cataldi. You can get his book Loud at angelocataldi.com, amazon.com, or have him read it to you on audible.com. Rhea Hughes can be heard all over the world on the Odyssey app at 94.1 WIP. Just listen to her every morning talking sports. You can also check out her wonderful Instagram page, which is Rhea Hughes 94 WIP.
Check out my Instagram page. I tried out dance moves that I posted on Saturday night for the Roman Catholic mother-son dance, which did not go over well with my son, but I found highly amusing. So go check it out.
Wait! You're making some dance moves?
Oh, I did the sprinkler.
Oh,
I
up
did.
there.
I did the lawnmower.
Right.
I did the shopping cart.
Oh, I
Oh,
gotta see this. No,
yeah.
I'm checking this out right away.
Oh,
This
I'm
sounds
getting
apparently
what.
you don't talk to your wife because I sent it to her.
If you want to see a long list of people yelling at me for my political opinions, go find me at Hello J Black, all one word on Instagram. Rhea, I make a lot of friends online. Wouldn't you say?
Jay, I follow you because I only follow you for the comments that people send back to you. It's highly amusing.
We'd like to thank our good friend Steven Singer for sponsoring us. And guys, we appreciate you for listening. We will be back next week with more great TV show content.